Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kaiser and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to do a custom Island of Sodor map for Minecraft 1.16.5. I've got a couple requests of people wanting to know, hey, like, can I get the map? You know, people are asking to download the map that I'm using. So I am going to release that empty map in this video. It'll be in the description, so just check that out. But I'm also just going to show you guys how to do it because my map is pretty small. It's not exactly big, it's not to scale. Obviously, there are going to be people that want it to be bigger, to scale, or maybe even smaller. I don't know. Maybe you want to do a mini Island of Sodor, right? So these are the things that you're going to need. You're going to need WorldPainter, the Java program that comes with it, and you're going to need an image of the Island of Sodor. So let's start with step one. You're going to want to open your browser, and you're going to want to go to Google. You're going to look up WorldPainter, right? It'll be the first result on Google, so you just click that. And right here, you're going to be greeted with the download page. I'm using Windows 64-bit. I'm going to install this one. I've already installed it, actually. It's in my download folder, right? So just that. Put it in my downloads, save it, you know, right there. Nice, easy, right? And then you're going to do the same thing with Linux, Mac OS, and whatever. Along with this, you're going to need the version of Java that it's recommending. So in this case, for the 64-bit, I'm going to need the 64-bit Java 17 LTS. Download that, put it in my downloads folder, bam. Once those things are downloaded, then you'll be able to go to the next step, and that's going to be opening the application itself. Well, this is what you're going to start off with. This simple square of just random terrain going on. And obviously, this is not what we're looking for. So we're going to want to go to File, New World. Over here, we can name our world whatever we want, so we're going to just call it if I can spell. Island of Sodor, right? Over here, you're going to have the versions, 1.16.5, that's the version that I'm going to use because that's the version that the Trains mod is in. So, again, 1.15, 1.16. Dimension, so this is really important. This is where you're going to basically say how big you want your map to be. Right? I don't recall how big I made my map, to be honest. It's been a while. But let's just say I want to make it really big, right? So let's go, let's do this number, right? So 19,048. They have to be multiples of 128. So let's enter that. It changes it to 19,072. We'll do a square. Actually, let's do this. Right, let's do it like that. So that immediately goes to 18,048. It's going to be a rectangular sort of deal going on. You can make it into a circular world if you want. Here is where you're going to have the height of your map. It's going to be stuck at 256 unless you got like add-ins or mods. I'm not too well versed in how to do that with WorldPainter, so don't pay attention to that. Let's see, edge-to-edge walking time. So with the size of this map, it'd take 1 hour and 15 minutes to go east to west and 1 hour and 11 minutes to go north and south. This is a pretty big map, right? This is giant. Down here with the topography is pretty much what you want your land to look like. Hilly or flat. I do it flat because that just gives me more creativity in making terrain. And then also just a side note, this is where you can see your map over here, how it looks like. If you want to do it hilly, see over here? Right over here. Just a little preview. I'm going to do it flat. Over here, you're going to choose the level of your ground, right? See that? Whee! So you can make it lower, you can make it higher. And over here is your water level. You can also kind of play with that. I'm going to move this down to like 30-ish. Let's do 33. And then for the land level, let's lower it a little bit more. I'm going to put it to 1. So it's pretty much just going to be like a large ocean. Down here, you don't have to worry about anything about that. Surface material, it's going to be grass. I'll just leave it like that. You can do it advanced if you want to do like different layers, right? You can do grass, coarse dirt, stone mix, and then deep snow for some reason. Actually, let me change that to like bedrock. We got bedrock. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just okay. That's just me. You don't have to do it. The seed, you can do land or ocean. I'm just going to stick with the ocean because it's just nothing but water. So, yeah, once you've done all of this, we can just hit create. So just give it a minute while it creates your world. And voila. So as you can see, it's nothing but like a big blue mess, right? So you're going to want to do Control plus or Control minus to zoom in and zoom out of your map. So as you can see, this is pretty big. This is gigantic, okay? And then you see this little dot right here? this is your spawn point, right? This is where you're going to spawn. This is your canvas where you're going to pretty much make your island, okay? Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to click this little frame or little picture frame, and you're going to have this window pop up, and this is where you're going to get your picture, this overlay. Because what we need is a reference sheet so that when we are making the island, we match it perfectly, right? So I already have it saved on my desktop. I'll put the link to that image as well in the description. It's actually Tug's final Sodor map for the model series from 2021. So I'll also link the video because he also links the file there. So just click that. It'll take a little bit of time for it to load in. All right, so as you can see right down here, it popped up. Now it's not perfectly centered, right? That's obviously a problem for us. So this is what we can do. Over here in this little box, we have the options of scale, transparency, the offsets of the Y and X axis, and fit to dimension. So scale obviously makes it bigger or smaller. We'll leave it at 100%. Transparency, we can probably make it go a little bit. Okay, we can make it a little less transparent. That way we can have a nice balance of seeing the map and our terrain, right? Over here you can go to the offsets of X and Y. You can kind of see how it like moves. Because it's really big, obviously it moves very, very slowly. Personally, I just do fit to dimension. Pretty much the image is going to fit within the boundaries of our map that we created. So just let it think a bit, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So as you can see over here, it fit completely, right, on the on our little canvas. So I think it's fine. I'm just gonna press OK, and we'll just do close. So now we have our canvas ready to be manipulated, right? Ready to have to work on the terrain. So yeah, you can just, you know, zoom in and see what's up. You can add in up here the grid option if you just want to have grids. You can see it's a pretty big map. So over here, we're going to go to our tools, right? Now we have a different set of tools. We got like things to put labels on, buckets, sponges, lava, water, all that sort of stuff. I am more concerned with this one, which is the raise or lower tool. So you can change the size of this by using your scroll wheel on your mouse. You can see this is the biggest I can get it. And in order to raise, you just right click. It takes a bit of time because it is the ocean is pretty deep. So see, oh, there we go. So you've got land coming up. And if you want to lower it, you just left click, right? No, excuse me. You left click to raise and you right click to lower. That's what I'm talking about. I'm so sorry. There we are. So as you can see, it's slowly rising. So it's great. It's fine. But obviously, as you can see, it's pretty slow. It's a slow process. So what I'm going to do is going to go to the flatten area. And bam, see, way quicker. You just flatten the area. It makes everything level. And it is perfectly awesome, as you can see. So pretty much what you're going to want to do then, once you zoom out, you're going to want to go to the edges and just make a rough outline of the island itself. See? Okay, so yeah, you just make an outline of the island, and pretty much, like I said, like the overlay serves as a stencil of sorts, right down to Knapford. And you just kind of go all around the island doing that. So let me do this real quickly, and I will be right back. Once you finish your outline and once you've filled in your outline, you're going to want to see how it turned out. So in order to do that, you're going to have to turn off your overlay. So you go back to this frame and you click it and bam, you see? This is where our world is looking like right now. As you can see, it's pretty hilly, it's pretty inconsistent. And if you like that, that's perfectly fine. That's up to you if you want to do work with this sort of terrain. Personally, I flattened it out when I made mine, so I would just continue to use the flat tool. So if you just want your terrain to be flat, I would just continue to use the flatten tool. That way everything would look fine and everything is even. Or you can also go over here and do the smooth terrain out, which smooths the terrain, though it looks like over here it can't really be applied. So yeah, you can just flatten it out like this if you so wish. If you're content with this, if you feel like, hey, you know what, I like how it looks, perfectly fine, you're going to want to save it. Then you're going to go to File, and you're going to go to Export. And you're going to go to Export as New Minecraft Map. So this window is going to pop up after you click export. In the directory, it should be saving directly to your saves file. You can always change where you want to do that just by clicking this thing. But I'm just going to leave it like that. Here's the name of the world. Let's do Island of Sodor big because I already have a world called the Island of Sodor. Map format is for 1.15 and 1.16. You can include a chest of goodies if you'd like. Game mode, you can do creative, difficulty, peaceful, allow cheats, generated blocks or structures, whatever, yada yada yada. So you can do that. So once you have all of your settings that you want over here done, you're just going to click export. And all these processes are going to occur, so just give it a bit. It'll have to process for a while because, again, this is a pretty big map that we just made. And then after this is done, I'll meet you guys in Minecraft. So big disclaimer right now. So unfortunately, when I was exporting the world, it turned out to be way too big. It was literally taking about 17 plus minutes to export. And I was willing to stay for those 17 minutes until I realized, hey, if it's taking this long to export, imagine opening the world on Minecraft. It might kill my computer. Not really, but you know. So I said, you know what, whatever, it's fine. The same steps that I told you are the steps that you're going to use regardless. But I'm here in Minecraft, so traditionally you'd go to your single player, and as you can see, it did partially go in to my into my list of worlds. Island of Sodor, it was created on 2/27, that's today, the date of recording, and creative mode cheats version WorldPainter. Or that's the file that you exported from WorldPainter to your Minecraft game. You would open that and you would go in and you would see, you know, your world. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's how you make your custom Island of Sodor map. You can go back into WorldPainter if you want and do some crazy stuff with terrain. If you don't want to do terrain in the world, you can do it in the application, right? So I'm going to provide links to all the necessary things that you'll need, along with references and other tutorials that are better at explaining WorldPainter when it comes to terrain work, when it comes to water features and all sort of stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I will be linking the file for the Island of Sodor project version 4 in the description. It'll be the blank one, so there's going to be no structures, so you'll have full freedom to add any structures that you want. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a very wonderful day.